Hello and welcome to the presentation of the Armani-Real Madrid collaboration. It is great to present this new collaboration of two of the most famous brands in the world. The two brands have decided to work together for the design of the home jersey of Real Madrid in the 2021-2022 season to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the 1961-1962 season in which Real Madrid won its 9th championship, and the return of the fans in the historic Santiago Bernabeu after 1.5 years away due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, let us proceed. Founded by Giorgio Armani in 1975, Armani is one of the most exciting and innovative fashion brands in the world. By 1989, the company was expanded to the US and became a global market. By the end of the 1990s, the brand had over 200 stores worldwide, selling its other fashion lines like Emporio Armani, Armani Exchange, Armani Jeans, Armani Exchange NX, Armani Collezioni, with annual sales of $2 billion. Giorgio Armani has become one of the most highly respected brands within the fashion industry, attracting high-profile names to be in its faces, such as David and Victoria Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Nadal, Megan Fox, and Rihanna. Armani has never hidden its love for sports. For many years, the company has been collaborating with Reebok, creating sports shoes, while, as mentioned, collaborating with the best athletes in the world. In many cases, Armani has been responsible for designing and creating jerseys of teams like Milan, the Italian national team, and the Armani Milan basketball club, while dressing up Chelsea FC with formal suits. As of today, Armani has over 531 stores in 46 countries, located its focus on markets like that of United Kingdom, United States of America, Brazil, China, and the rest of Europe, while it has a strong presence on the internet, providing online access to its customers by connecting them to the brand through the Armani.com. The price of the products has always been a topic of discussion in the fashion world. Armani is known for its luxurious products, attracting people from the upper and, in some cases, from the middle class. Most importantly, those who seek to buy Armani products want to create a profile for themselves, a profile of fresh and wealthy people with a sense of achievement. In a way, the high prices are also a weak element in Armani's agenda. This pricing strategy cannot bring people from other classes and backgrounds, making it difficult for Armani to expand more. That can be exploited by other competitors who can lower their own prices to increase their own customers at the expense of Armani, a threat that Armani should consider in its future business moves. Armani has different target groups depending on its sub-brand's needs. For example, the Giorgio Armani line targets 35 to 50-year-old men, Emporio Armani young professionals around the age of 25 to 35, and Armani Jeans go lower with the target age group at 18 to 30 years old, being a brand that wants to dress young adults. Real Madrid is perhaps the most popular football team in the world. With 34 championships, 90 cups, and 14 Champions Leagues, there is no doubt that we are talking about the queen of the football world. Though the club was founded in 1902, it was initially named Madrid Football Club. It was not until 1920 that King Alfonso bestowed them with the title of Real, or Royal in English. Since its foundation, Real Madrid has evolved from a local wonder to international sensation. Players like Zinedine Zidane, Raúl, Di Stefano, David Beckham, and Cristiano Ronaldo are just a small legend sample who wear the Queen's jersey. As a big brand, Real Madrid has its history of collaborations, collaborating with Bose, Ovo, and the Japanese designer Yohji Yamamoto. Like every other big brand, Real Madrid is not the exception when pricing its products. The ticket fees could go from £30 to the incredible amount of £15,000. The pricing does not stop there. The jersey cost can go from £20 to £200, but it is not always standard numbers, as they tend to price them according to the player who wears them. The official stores are 4 in Madrid, and there are in sub-stores worldwide that other sports brands host. Real Madrid seems to attract audience from all ages, and it is not surprising since this is a reality in all sports. While there is no official data to be provided on the ages of the fans, Real Madrid has nearly 245 million followers on its own social media. This number of people is not easy to be calculated in age groups, as Real Madrid do not provide this data. However, this number of people is enough alone to attract other brands for collaboration. Real Madrid used its stores and social media to give their customers the best possible service. As of now, both brands have tried to move their schedule forward as the pandemic has made some events difficult. Real Madrid has stopped playing at Santiago Bernabeu because of the health protocols in Spain, thus making it impossible to have fans. Furthermore, all the stores are working only online with delivery, while other events have been pushed back. Armani has followed the same strategy function, only with online shops, while developing events for the upcoming September when the pandemic will be in more control. The only events that are occurring right now are behind closed doors, such as the Paris Catwalk by Armani. It's understandable that both brands face difficulties because of the pandemic, such as loss of profit, especially Real Madrid with the absence of fans in the stadium. That has led to a decrease in the budget and the expected revenue. Without the pandemic, Real was expecting to have $900 million as a budget in 2020. On the contrary, it was only 670 million euros, and almost 300 million cut, and an expected change for a sport giant like the Spanish team. To offset the pandemic's financial impact, Real says they have implemented a savings plan that has achieved a spending reduction equivalent to 8% of the total annual outgoings. Although Armani does not have a clear picture of the 2020 revenue yet, they expect it to cover any losses from the pandemic from the 2019 revenue. The two brands are in a strange phase. Even though they are still high in their categories, they are no longer at the top. Armani has several years to do something that makes the fashion messes busy, seeing other brands move forward with strong collaborations and innovations. While the revenues are high because of their already established market position, Armani lacks of fresh ideas. On the other hand, since Cristiano Ronaldo's departure, Real Madrid has not reached far into the Champions League after winning it for 3 straight years. Furthermore, the loss of the Portuguese megastar has caused further financial losses, with almost 8,000 Chinese supporters moving from Real Madrid to Juventus, the current Cristiano Ronaldo team, and it is known what a big market China is. This example also shows a weakness that almost all football teams have. When such players leave and there is no possibility of a serious replacement, this affects the business opportunities beyond the athletic ones. That adds fuel to the threat a team can face by its own competitors, such as loss of local titles and European achievements. So this collaboration wants to make noise around the market world. When two famous brands join for a partnership, the world takes great interest in it. What is needed in this collaboration is to reignite the part of the brand's customers. As it is, the collaboration can increase sales for both brands. While the goal is to sell as much as collaboration product as possible, partnerships tend to give a broader look to the brands independently. That is why, by the end of 2021-2022 season, for both brands, it is expected the collaboration to have a 20% increase to the products of both brands, 50% increase to the social media engagement in a 6 months period, and a total of 4 million sold Armani Real Madrid jerseys, 1 million more than the 2 previous years. But those goals are not going to be achieved like that. That is why there is a 6 months timescale of the collaboration, beginning in March, with a signed contract to August, when the Spanish League begins. The objectives can be reached as they are specific, as the goal they are set, measurable, as they do not go to extravagant numbers, making them attainable and possible to be achieved. Also, they have specific results that need to be met and an endpoint to its timescale. Why is the collaboration right? The answer is simple but to the point. The dynamics of the two companies are in themselves exceptional. It is an opportunity for Real Madrid to open herself to the fashion world, this time being represented by one of the most successful fashion brands on the planet. Armani, having a history of collaborating with other sports brands, can gain some customers from that. But most importantly, it is going to get a lot of attention. People who have not been in touch with fashion and with Armani in general will get curious, they will make the research and probably purchase some Armani products. It will be much more difficult for newcomers in Real Madrid, but it will bring more already established customers to buy the jersey, since it's a special jersey with history behind it, and we all know what history means for sports fans. That will make the collaboration successful.